Right now we're going to Salon. We've done Koga before
Yeah.
Erica.
Yeah, like we did everything in a really weird order so that we could get all of our trade Pokemon first. Or all of our gift Pokemon, that is.
Yeah, we did Brock, Misty, Koga, Surge, and now Erica.
Yeah. You beat
Yeah,
Koga? Yeah. Yeah.
we needed to be able to use Serve uh, in order to sail to Cinnabar Island to get our fossils
Yeah.
Jurassic Parked.
Must have been way under leveled. Well, we actually have two Pokemon that were above level 40. We had our Dusclops at 42, I think. And then our starter Pokemon, Togetic, was also like 41, 42. So we were able to get it. But yeah, the rest of our team was pretty underleveled.
I should have healed.
Yeah, you should have healed. I mean, you can heal after this battle.
I got disobedient.
So I guess they weren't trades at all. Oh. Well, luckily, the Pokemon that we are gifted aren't trades in this game. So that's good, they'll just obey us. But when we did the Thief Ruby one, everything was a trade, so all of them disobeyed. Koga and Sabrina especially scaring, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we have the fortune that the gym leaders don't have the same teams. So it's possible that we're up against a relatively weak gym leader, but it's also possible we're up against a, like, full legendary gym leader. Which would be great. And that's gonna be especially possible during the Elite Four, so yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be something.
Yeah. I think that's part of the reason why I don't like the randomizer, yeah. I mean, it's fair. I mean, randomizers have a lot of options nowadays, so you can usually change a setting that will make all of the elite trainers, right? So the gym leaders and the Elite Four and all of that they can retain their team. But the thing is, like, for us anyway, we've played these games quite a bit already, so we kind of know exactly what we're going to be up against. And so I think it's more exciting to have some randomization. Although, yeah, I would prefer it if the gym leaders were harder rather than if they all had Caterpies or something. That would be bad. I wish the regular games had harder gyms in general, because they... Yeah! So,
yeah,
the earlier games are actually the hardest games. And the newer games are just completely trivial. Like, Sun and Moon especially were so easy. Sword and Shield were also really easy. I didn't have to do any training, like, throughout the whole game, just ran through it.
Yeah, I mean, nowadays they even pick the Pokemon that's easy to beat for you for the rival.
Really? Oh my god. I've heard the opposite about Gen 7. Well, hold on. I know Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon were also... I think they were even easier.
Don't hop and I forget his name.
Is that Gen 7? Gen 7 was... Oh yeah, that was Alola. No, I just, like, I've played the original, like Sun and Moon, and those were super easy. But I liked the quality of life improvements. That was cool. And I haven't done Ultra, but from what I've heard from friends, wasn't that hard either. There were some really cool things that they added. Like, I don't think they're bad games. They're just, yeah, they're pretty easy. I think the hardest game that is still, like, relatively recent, I guess, is probably Diamond and Pearl. I mean, that's not recent. It's still, like, what, 15 years old now, but I think it had a really strong champion, and I think the game itself also wasn't, like, easy or anything. Ultra Sun is the hardest Pokemon game from a self-described best Nuzlocke in the world? Really? I see. Maybe I should play Ultra Sun. I have Ultra Moon laying around.
Just like obliterating opponents with eruption.
It's very good. So funny. Black White endgame? Yeah, Black and White was also not that bad. It was nice. I liked the story. It was like weirdly dark. To Nuzlocke it, you had to spam potions. Yeah. Yeah, Black and White is actually kind of tough. But I think just gradually over the years, the difficulty just went down. Yeah, Gen 4 was a little bit tough too. But then like X and Y. Yeah. X and Y was, at least when I played it, relatively recently, like 2016 I think I played it. I liked the game, to be honest. It was really good. But there are some broken freaking Pokemon in that game. I got the, I got a Lucario, right? And I caught a few just to make sure I get, like, okay IVs. But then you get Mega Lucario. And then you get his ability. And holy crap, so much damage. He was just unbeatable. I wiped the entire Elite Four and the Champion with just Lucario spamming Aura Sphere. Like, you just nasty plot twice and everything dies. But you get high levels, but it doesn't. But it does feel easy, especially the end game. Yeah. Yeah, X and Y was fun. X and Y was a lot of fun. But I know a lot of people that kind of dipped after after Black and White, because Black and White 2 was like kind of went under most people's radar. And then when people had to switch platform from the DS to the 3DS, you know, for X and Y, I know a lot of, you know, veterans, so to speak, kind of just stopped. But then, of course, like a whole new group of new people, just, you know, children mostly, got a 3DS and started playing the games, which is nice. It's a shame because I think X and Y has a lot of potential. Yeah. Yeah. I really don't think it was a bad game. But, yeah, there was definitely some things for them to fix. But I like the new type. I dipped at Gen 4 because Pokemon was uncool, and then I secretly played Gen 5, but I don't... Oh, but I don't know if I beat it. Yeah. Well, for us, Gen 4 was still cool because everyone had a DS. Back when I was still in school. Black and White was also cool. I think most of my friends stopped playing after Heart Gold, Soul Silver, which were amazing remakes. They were really good. After that, it just kind of stopped. I was in high school when Black and White came out. I think I was 2. And then there was Gen 6, I know, came out when I was like 2 years in high school, I think. Was it? Well, the thing is, schools really don't work the same for us. We have like an elementary school for like 8 years, and then we have like high school technically for like another 5, so. Yeah,
we were still in, we were just still in our first year of middle school when the 3DS came out. So.
Yeah. But X and Y came out a bit later, I think. 2013 or something?
Oh, hello.
2013 or 2014? Yeah, 2013, October 12th, yeah. Or the 6 years, actually, depending on what high school. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we call it middle school or high school. They're just the same thing for us. We just, you know, you start in elementary, you stick there for 8 years, and then you have middle/high school, what have you, for 4 to 6 years, depending on how smart you are. Where you guys from? We're from the Netherlands, so.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Mickey and me were actually in the same school, and Newt was also in our school, but she quit. Well, she didn't quit. She moved, so she went to Belgium instead. The smarter you are, the longer you have to stay in school. Yeah, true. America? Yeah, great. Yeah, America's cool. I just wish you could, like, easily afford a study there, because I heard it was really expensive. Like, when you want to go to college or something.
Yeah, it actually took a long time for me to get into Pokemon.
Yeah, it did.
Oddly enough.
You dropped out of college,
I playing this in 2018.
Yep. I stopped playing it for a while after... I think I stopped at X and Y as well. Because I had to... well, I had to get a 3DS and I had to, like, actually buy the games because, you know... Back in the day, on the DS, you could get something like an R4 card and, you know, you could just download the games and it wouldn't cost you $50. And if you don't have a job, $50 is kind of a lot of money, so... I didn't get to buy X and Y because it's expensive. And I think I picked Pokemon back up as a whole when I got into college. Like, first year college, I played Sun and Moon. And then the year after, I played X and Y and really got back into the whole scene, which was really nice. I built nukes into the Civ 6 game, time to research electricity. God damn it! That's out of order, man. Had my first job so I could actually buy my own shit. That's great. That's great. Yeah, I got my first job like really late. When I graduated, I got my first job. Graduated from high school, that is. So right before I went to college. And I kept that job throughout the entirety of college. So I had it for 4 years. And then when I graduated that, I got a different job because, you know, when you have a degree, you don't want to work in retail, usually, anymore. Although it was a really fun job, selling computers and parts and other stuff. It was really good.
Certainly sounded better than my job at a grocery store.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I didn't get paid much more than you, but that didn't matter to me, because I got to do what I love, which is friggin' computers, anything computers, like monitors, peripherals, sound, and I got to give people advice for it. It was awesome. I really loved it. But yeah, like, retail was also something that was scary for me, because I wasn't the most social kid back in the day, so walking up to a customer and being like, hey, can I help you with anything, is really scary. Yeah, for me, like, exactly, if you like your job, it doesn't matter that you don't get paid that much. Like, if you can get by, and if you can buy your Pokemon X and Y, you know, then that's fine. Retail is hell. Well, that depends. I definitely think for some people it is absolutely not what you want to do. But it did teach me a lot about getting to, you know, interact with new people and made me a lot less awkward. Still considered poor, but I've got a family help. Oh, so that's nice, yeah. But, you know, you don't have to be rich to be happy. That's the nice thing. That's self-sustainable, yeah. Well, you know, you still got time. You sound like you're still pretty young as well. Around the same age as us. And that's fine. There's still a whole lot of things you can do. I know some of us have only just started their study, so maybe if something fortunate happens, you can either get a different job or find a job that will give you some form of schooling. That'd be cool. I also know a lot of people who just didn't study and got lucky and got like a super good job. I'm a bit older than you guys? Probably. The oldest one here is 24? I think. Yeah, 24.
I mean,
All right.
You did say like Black and White came out when you were in college.
I forgot my age. Yeah. Like, honestly, like, actually, honestly, I sometimes forget how old I am, too.
It doesn't really matter as much anymore once
No.
you pass the 20 mark.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, okay, I'm an adult now. That's fine. 27, okay, yeah, it's a bit older. I remember someone, when I was in college, like my 3rd year, there was a dude in my class who I did a lot of projects with, and he was 26, and that's like 3 years ago. So it's kind of strange to me just to see different people's approach to studies, and you know, when they get there, because I was there. I started college when I was 16. That guy started the same study as me, like when he was 24. Crazy. Yeah, your oldest classmate is 25 and you're in the 1st year right now. Yeah. Yeah. And that's very normal. Here, this college started at 18, yeah. I mean, here's the thing. If you follow the normal study route in the Netherlands, you will be 18 when you reach college, right? But I was an early student, and I skipped a year. Well, I didn't skip a year, but I did the optimal path to go to college, which basically saves me a year. So I was 16. Yeah, I was born in September, so I was an early student. That's why I was there at 16. And I was the only one at 16 as well, because I asked people in the class, and they were just like, nope. I'm like they were all like 18 plus. I felt a little out of place, but, you know, they were all nerds because we were doing software, so it didn't take long for me to fit in. I've heard a lot of UK people say college starts at 16. That's possible, yeah. Yeah, you're right. A friend of mine is also from the UK. And he was supposed to start his study at 16 as well. But it was one of those, like, really annoying studies where you have to get lucky to get in, basically. Like, what do you call that? It's like... yeah,
entrance exam or...
It was like a lottery, right? So, you know, there was like a set amount of spots available for the study, and there was far more people that actually applied for the study. So, yeah, you just had to get lucky to be randomly selected to do the study, and he wasn't. He was gonna do theater school, which is cool. It's nice. But he couldn't get in, like, when he was 16. But I heard that last year he did get in, which is awesome. So he's doing that study now. But yeah, by now he's, I think he's a year younger than me, so he would be 21 right now, I think. Yeah. I mean, it depends, and honestly, as long as you just, you know, keep doing what you like, and, you know, like, it doesn't really matter how old you are when you get into a study. I know some people that just only want to do studies, actually. Like, some people that just stay in university until they're like 30 or 35 or something. And that's crazy, but it's really cool as well.
If you like learning, why not?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I know for sure that I learned so much more in those 4 years of college than I ever did in the years before. I was never ready for that stuff back then. Terrible anxiety and shit. Damn. Probably do better now. Yeah, the money, man. Like,
yeah, US is expensive.
US is expensive as hell, and it's not just schools. It's also like healthcare. But yeah. No, I definitely, I know some people that had to deal with that as well. I mean, anxiety, it kills, man. It's so bad. that really sucks. My state insurance? Oh, really? That's good. That's cool.
Oh, that's a thing nowadays?
Yeah.
I haven't kept up in a while.
That's really nice that you have that, because otherwise it's... Oof. I have such bad testing-related anxiety that I straight up won't fall asleep the day before test. Yep. It's also just so stressful, right? I always hated the tests and stuff too, which is why I was glad that in my college anyway, yes, there were still tests, but most of it was something you could prepare for. Like, you know, you write a piece of code and then during the test you show them that you can write a piece of code. Like, that's fine. If I got paid $1 more an hour, I'd fall out of the income bracket and have to pay for my own. Oh. Ah, I see. Okay, but that's an interesting topic, right? You're kind of being trapped into a box. You're kind of being trapped into, like, a job that doesn't let you earn enough to, you know, fend for yourself. But that also sort of makes you less likely to ever want to, you know, get a promotion and, you know. Because you're like, well, I'll lose this bonus, so why would I ever try to do something more than this, right? And we have that here in the Netherlands, too.
I'm gonna take that bathroom break.
Oh, yeah, sure. Go ahead.
You seem like you're able to keep everyone entertained.
Yeah. No, but, like, we have that here in the Netherlands, too, where you get some kind of subsidization for, you know, being a lower income class. And if you don't have a job, then you even get more money because they're like, oh, well, you can't pay for your stuff, here's a bunch of money, yada, yada, yada. And then they're like, okay, well, because we're giving you this money, we do want you to start applying for jobs because we don't want you to just profit from our money. But then the only thing they want you to do is apply for jobs, not actually take them. So you can just sit there and take everyone's tax dollars. Just do nothing. Because the moment you start earning is the moment you need to pay a bunch of those earnings back to the government anyway. So it's a really tough trap to be in. If you don't immediately have, like, a good study and you get paid a bunch of money, it's so much easier to just not work. So dumb. And it's strange though, to be honest, because the minimum wage has almost caught up to my wage at this point. Wow. My job is kind of a dead end though. It's a small business, so bonuses and working up isn't really a thing. Yeah. I mean, there's numerous traps you can fall into when you start work. And also, just the fact that when you work at one place, it's kind of hard to, you know, go to a different place. Especially if there's no, like, other related jobs in your field either. Yeah.
Yes, I'm back if you haven't noticed.
Oh yeah, he has a tree card. Nice. But there are always ways out, and I think if you, like, through connections with other people, if you find, like, if you get into contact with some other people and a subject that you really are interested in, I'm sure that you will eventually be able to maybe get a scholarship from someone, or at least try, maybe work like a lower position at a company that you would really like to work at. But yeah, that takes a bunch of effort, and I know that's really hard, so. I think the job is awesome. Get to do graphic design? Ooh, that's sick. I love graphic design. I really do. The job I'm doing right now lets me, well, I mean, I'm there for software, but really, I get to design an entire, like, Android app, top to bottom, including the UI, including the, you know, how I set it up in the background and all the coding. Yeah. And honestly, the design is one of my favorite parts of it. But hey, at least you get a job that you really like, and that's nice. Though I think, like, design is one of those things that you don't really have to go to college for. Yes, you learn a lot of good stuff, but if you just keep drawing and keep, you know, experimenting with different layouts and styles, and you can teach yourself a whole lot. If I find someone I trust to live with and help pay rent, I don't care if I make a lot. Yeah, I don't need things, no. No, exactly that.
That's fair.